Chapter 1 Unpleasant. The summer camp is held once a year for the purpose of teaching people new things. They learn, make friends, find hobbies, and maybe including love. But of course, not everyone who joins a summer camp is happy about it. Kagehina Tobio, or you may also call Toby, was forced to join the International Summer Camp of the Year because a certain someone told him that he shouldn't throw an opportunity away. Then again, because of listening to those words, he got into this mess, losing the only person he knew here. Fully, he blamed himself, thinking that he should have tied the ginger with a rope. He walks around the site with everyone staring at him. For sure, his black hair and piercing dark blue eyes stood out from the rest. He turns left and right with no location in mind. He was looking for his mentor, who forced him to come here. Ara, cut your tongue. Salty ass! His head snapped to where the voice came from. There he saw his 6 years older mentor, Hinata Shuyu and Omega. Across him were two alpas, one anxious and the other smiled smugly. He walked to the tree and hit Shoya on the head. Just in time, Shoya turns around on instinct. He glares to Tobio, tears forming around his eyes, and Tobio became silent, looking away. Wakayama, where the hell were you? Tobio tilted his head in disbelief. Seriously, Shoya-san? Aren't you the one who got lost? The two just stared at each other, and Shoya gave a nervous laugh. Sorry, he apologized. I see. The king came to rescue his little prince. One of the alphas spoke, looking down at them with an annoying smirk. What? Toby refuted, glaring to the alpha. Suki, stop! We gotta go now! The other alpha began to pull the smugly one, as the smugly clicked his tongue and then left, leaving the anxious alpha to bow one more time and apologize as he followed. That son of a bitch! Tobio tried to follow the two and argue, but he was held down by Shoya, whose eyes never left the two alphas who just walked away. His eyes held curiosity and interest. Even so, Toby ended up mesmerizing him, especially with his ginger curly locks. Though for some reasons, Toby could feel a slight pain in his chest. Confused about what it is, he just thought something is wrong with his heart. Cogs? He snapped from his thought, only to see Shoya a few inches away from his face. You good? You don't seem to have a fever. His eyes followed Shoya's hand to his forehead. Then he lost it, passing out of the blue. Shoya shouted in panic, grabbing Toby by the collar to avoid falling. He might be smaller, but he can at least support someone, though not fully. Luckily, some people were nice enough to help. Well, they were at the center of attention to begin with. Shoya's point of view. Ever since I came inside the nurse's tent, something has been flickering me to watch out. I don't exactly know why, but being a little cautious won't hurt, or it could just be my anxiety building up because of earlier. Are you okay, Mr. Hinata? You seem bothered. Oh, I'm fine, miss, and just call me Hinata. I'm still younger than you are. Alright, Hinata-kun, but what happened anyway? She sat in front of me, putting the record book down. Well, I'm not sure, but he suddenly passed out. Before that happened, I only checked his temperature using my hand, not to mention he also turned red. I spoke, tilting my head and showing her my hand, though she only grinned. Was your face close to his? Yes? What's wrong with him? Is it serious? No, nothing like that. He's very healthy. He just passed out for some reason. It shouldn't be that bad, so you don't have to worry. My head started to sweat. The way she explained it is making it very clear that he's out of danger, but she grinned like a mad man. Should I be scared? Anyway, he'll be awake in a few hours, but you are needed for the orientation, so go. But... She grabs me by the arm and pushes me out of the tent. No buts, Hinata-kun. The other coaches are scary if they get mad, so you better be there in time. As the outside became visible, the door behind me closed. Is she telling the truth? Are they scary? I mean, Uke-san is scary, but the others? I sigh. I guess I'll just go. I am lost. Freaking heck, I'm lost. I know from the very beginning I'm bad at direction, but I think I forgot. I kicked a rock in anger, then glared at the floor. What am I going to do? Uki-san and Takeda-san might kill me. Not to mention, the nurse said the other coaches are scary. I look around desperately, hoping someone will be able to help me. A few distance from my position, I see the same green-haired guy from earlier. Is he also lost? I slowly walk in his direction with the hope he's not. A sweat drop and I remember how I and his friend fought earlier. Will he even consider helping me? The real question is, do I have a choice? I sigh and poke him from behind, earning a squeak. He turned around and sighed in relief when he saw me. Excuse me, can you lead me where the orientation is held? My fingers started to fidget. A habit I have when I'm nervous. Though he didn't reply, so I looked up and met his eyes. For some reason, his face was red like Toby's. Will he also faint? Thinking about it made me tremble. No, Hinata-san, are you okay? You're trembling. I nodded and held him tighter. Gosh, this is so embarrassing. I bit my lips and a comforting scent traveled in the air. A mix of mocha and olive. It smells nice. I whined as I clenched my hand. I shouldn't have eaten the suspicious cupcake. What Suki said was true. Never eat Akita-san's cooking. I grabbed my stomach and gagged. Shit, I don't know what is coming. Thank God I'm all good now. Well, I should think Tsukihina was the one who slipped the pills into my pocket after all. He may act harsh, but Suki is really nice. I smiled at the thought, but something snapped. Where the hell am I? I look around the place, hoping to spot a sign for location. No luck. Thinking how badly things might end sends shivers to my spine. Worst of all, I'm alone. I've never been alone since I started hanging with Suki. It makes me feel scared. Eep! I squeaked, feeling a cold touch in my back. Is it a ghost? My thoughts made me shiver once again, but when I turned around, I saw the same guy from earlier. The one Suki fought. Excuse me, can you lead me where the orientation is held? I think something stopped my heart. He's so cute. I want to mark him. Oh, so cute. Wait. I calmed myself and we made eye contact. I felt my face hot. It was obvious that I am blushing, though when he saw my face, he was deep in thoughts, like something was bothering him. Then he slightly trembled. Did something happen earlier after we left? Wait, what was his name again? No. Hiwa. No. Hina? I hope I'm right. No, Hina-san, are you okay? You're trembling. He was still trembling but nodded, but I do not believe he is fine though. Since he gripped my sweater tighter, in instinct my pheromones started releasing. Hopefully it won't bother him. Suki always said my pheromones smelled disgusting. His grip slightly loosened as he fell to my chest, but my heart started to rise faster. I started to massage my head to calm myself, afraid that my opposite might take over me. Taking this little guy here and now. Ugh, that would be a bad second impression. Besides, this guy is probably younger than me, so not a good idea. He fell asleep. I carried him in a bridal style, making sure he feels comfortable. I stopped my pheromones, but hopefully my scent stays with him. It's selfish, especially when he has a boyfriend. The guy who Suki calls king. It won't be good to admire and treasure someone who is not single and not even close. Thinking about it made my heart sting, but why? I gave his forehead a slight peck and walked away. I couldn't stop myself. No one saw that, so everything is fine, hopefully. After a long time of walking, I finally found the location, though the program hasn't started yet. That's weird since it was said 9 a.m. The orientation started at exactly 9 a.m. I'm pretty sure it's already around 9:20 to 9:30. I walk through the crowd, still carrying the sleeping guy. I look around to find Suki. I saw him in one of the corners, sitting on a chair, one vacant on his side. Hopefully that one is for me. I walk straight to him, not minding the stares people are giving me. Therefore, I know those stares are dedicated to the guy in my arms. I got in front of Suki and he glanced at me and the guy I'm carrying. From his usual poker face, it suddenly had fear on it. Yums, did you knock him up? He semi-shouted, getting up from his seat with fear and panic. I want to laugh, but it won't be a good idea. This guy might wake up, and besides, it will cause large attention. So I held it in and shook my head. He sat back in his seat and ran his fingers through his hair. He is sweating like crazy. Oh, he does care for me. I look at him in amazement as he bit my lips, not letting a single laugh get out. Still, having his hand on his hair, he glanced at me and back to the ceiling. You scared me there. Why are you even carrying him? Also, he smells like you? What did you do? At least, what did he do? He asked with a serious and suspicious voice. I couldn't help it anymore and laughed my ass out. He looks at me with a seriously kind of face. It did not stop me though. Even with all the stares and attention I got from the people around me, I can't stop laughing. That reaction was priceless. I could see Suki getting pissed and telling the people to stop staring, which they did. After all, Suki and I are both dominant oppas. They cannot defy our demands, which is pretty handy when it comes to assholes and bullies though. I stopped laughing when I felt a wiggle in my arm. Slipped from his mouth. He slowly opened his eyes and looked at me. It's obvious that he was not fully awakened, for he is not shocked. Instead, he snuggled to my chest, burying his face. He really smells nice. The sweet smell of fresh tangerine.